Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. So it feels like it's been forever since I actually sat down and filmed a video, considering some of the other ones that you guys have seen in the past few weeks have been pre-recorded, but I'm really happy to be back sitting down and filming and definitely feeling a lot more calm. If you guys didn't know, my birthday just passed, so I was busy celebrating that, but we're back and I'm ready to get into things. Now today's video is just a talk through. I'm just going to be sharing with you guys the products that I've been loving. There are certain things that I've been really obsessed with and kind of haven't been able to put down, so I wanted to share that all with you. Considering I really don't know the last time I actually sat down and filmed one of these videos. So if you're interested and want to know all the products that I've been loving and using a ton of lately, then definitely keep on watching. But before we get into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, bell notification on, and also make sure you are following me over on the gram because day-to-day content is happening over there. So with all of that being said, make sure you grab your popcorn or whatever snack you like, and let's get started. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and just dive right on in. Now I am going to start with skincare products. I have 3 different categories. I have skincare, I have beauty, and I also have some other random things that I would like to share with you guys. But let's start off with the skincare aspect of things because that has been my jam recently and I've been really into skincare. Now I do have a whole dedicated video on morning and night routine as well as all the little things in between. So if you have not seen that video yet, you can either pause this one, go watch that, or you can stay, watch this whole video, and then it'll be down in the description box down below for you guys to watch later. Now, I couldn't pick everything because I really tried not to pick a lot of things because I didn't want this video to be super long, but we're gonna start with the first product. And for me, it's this Sukin Oil Balancing Clarifying Facial Tonic, which is a toner that I have been using. Now, I will say that I ran out of this product and I stopped using it, obviously because I ran out. And then I noticed that my skin kind of did a backwards step in a sense. So I feel like this is essential to the growth of my skin and just, you know, being clear and pimple and texture free. This is essential, so I went ahead and repurchased it because I love it that much, but I didn't think that it made such a big impact the way that it did. So yeah, I had to order this ASAP. It takes only about 3 days to come. So that's my first favorite. Love that stuff. Also, I have the Proteini polypeptide cream from Drunk Elephant. This is amazing. The first time I ever used this, I fell so in love with this product. It's so moisturizing. It's a little thicker than my daytime moisturizer, but not too thick. They do have one that is for dry skin. So if you suffer with dry, irritated skin, I would suggest getting that one. But this one is more so for oily combination skin because it's thick but not too thick, and it's very moisturizing, and it doesn't like over moisturize, if that makes any sense. But I really do love this. Now I do have a subscriber who did tell me about a dupe for this, which I have not picked up yet, but once I pick that product up, try it, I will let you guys know what I think. But this right here is my everything. So as I said before, I really tried to minimize things and not pick too many products because if it were up to me, we'd be here telling my whole skincare routine from start to finish all over again because I love each and every product individually for their own separate reasons. However, I limited it to 3 more products. Now these products have been very essential in the restoration of my skin and just kind of getting it back to more of like a normal balance. And the first thing is from The Ordinary. This is their niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%. I've been loving using this. I'm actually pretty much out of this one right here. This bottle is pretty much empty. There's like hardly to no product in there. I could probably get like 2 more days use out of it, but I do need to order more. I use it every night faithfully. I do not skip a night, and I feel like it has been beneficial in helping with my blemish problem. Also from The Ordinary, I have this peeling solution. I did a little like mask of the day type situation over on my Instagram if you guys haven't seen that, of how I apply it, and I leave it on for only 10 minutes. You do not want to exceed that. And if you put it on for the first time and it really burns your skin, you should not keep it on. You need to wash it off immediately. I have also seen that people have been misusing this product, and that is not good at all because you can seriously damage your skin. But I leave it on for 10 minutes. It doesn't like tingle or anything like that anymore since I've been using it so consistently. It does say you can use it twice a week, but I only use it once, which is why I feel like I have so much product still left in the bottle. But this has been a game changer for me as well. It's helped with the texture on my skin and just restoring, you know, like my skin surface and all of that. So it's been very, very helpful in the process of getting rid of the texture because it was really bad at one point. The final product I want to talk about skincare wise came to me in BoxyCharm. Now this is the Pure Heals by Nature Valley Centella 90 serum, and it looks like this. You guys have probably seen me unbox it before. I really didn't think much of this product until I really needed it. I was doing my research and I seen that people were using it for acne, but what happened to me was I had a flare up on my under eyes and my top eye. So all of this was like pretty much swollen and I didn't know what to do. So I took this serum, put a couple of drops in my hand and pressed it onto my skin, and it really, really did some magic because it made all of that swelling go down and the sensitivity go away, and it was just amazing. So I was using it pretty consistently at first, and then I had to realize, like, Essence, you need to slow down because you don't need it, and when you do, you're gonna want it. So I try to reserve what I have left for when I really, really need it. It's not something that I grab every single day. I don't use it every single day, just kind of when I need it. But that has been so, so good and amazing. So when I finish that bottle completely, I definitely will repurchase and order. That's like something that's just gonna stay in the vault and will always be in the vault for when I need it. So now let's jump into beauty products. Now I do have a lot more of this than I do skincare. You guys know I am just obsessed with makeup. I'm a hoarder of makeup in a sense, but I just love it. There is nothing in my collection really that doesn't make sense to me. Everything makes sense. So we're gonna start with some favorites. Now the first favorite of mine is this Flesh Beauty liquid highlighter. I showed you guys this in like the second to last video that I posted. I tried out not their entire line because there are some products that I couldn't get my hands on, but for the most part, it was almost a full face of Flesh Beauty. And this is one of the products that really, really stuck out to me, and I constantly use it, especially if I just really want something that's more like natural, not such a full beat, but I really love the highlight. So I love to put this on. I've had it with me these past couple of weeks and I have been using the heck out of it. And the sad part is that I don't know if I can find this again once it's gone, but it's been a really, really good highlighter to use. Now, me personally, I don't set my face and then put cream or liquid products on. I do all of the liquid before the powder, so it blends out very nicely to me. However, if you're the type of person to set your under eyes or set your face and then add like liquid highlighter on, I really don't know how that's gonna work, but I love that highlighter. Next, I have my Holy Grail foundation, which is the NARS Natural Radiant Foundation. You guys know I'm so obsessed. I am like going through this NARS phase right now where I really don't want to use anything other than NARS, which sounds bad, but seriously, can you be mad at that? Like, I really have been loving this foundation. I feel like it's great for all skin types, not just dry skin or oily skin. It doesn't matter what type of skin you have. I feel like you can get away with using this. The finish on it is just that, very natural, but still with that coverage, and it's phenomenal. I really, really do love this foundation, and as you guys can see, I've used quite a bit of it. So this is definitely a favorite of mine, and I could not make a favorites video without mentioning this because, I mean, I say it all the time. It's my Holy Grail foundation. I also have this one from Lancome. This is, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it because I don't know how to say all of that, but this one from Lancome is also really good. I do like to take this foundation and mix it in with the NARS from time to time. It just depends on what I'm feeling, but using this on its own is not bad at all. So this is also one that I would continue to use alongside my lovely NARS when I want to switch things up, but there's not very many foundations right now for me that are like my go-to other than those two. Wow, that kind of rhymed. Not intentionally. All right, so let's talk about a little bit of bronzers. So I only have one, and of course it's NARS. This is the Laguna bronzer, but this is the matte version. I love this bronzer so much. It just gives like the right amount of bronziness, but not being too intense or too dark. And I love it. I really don't know much else to say about it. Do I think that there's a big difference between the original and the matte? Not really. I feel like it kind of has the same vibe, same feeling. So if you have the regular one, then you really don't need the matte. But I never had the regular one until a little while ago when I wanted to see the difference. And I don't think there is one. So I'm really happy with this purchase, and I use this a lot too as well. So let's talk about setting the face for a second. I am so obsessed with the ColourPop Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. You guys should know this by now. I mean, hello, look at the bottle. I only have but so much of this product left, and I really need to re-up on this as well. But I've used this like a ton. I constantly use it. It's in my everyday makeup kit, and I use it literally every single time I put on makeup. I just feel like it's been the best thing to like give my face hydration, but set my makeup down as well and really give it that longevity. And I don't know, like ColourPop did something with this, and I really, really do love it. So of course, couldn't do this video without mentioning that, because you guys know as well, that's a product you see me use very, very often here on my channel. Now let's talk a little bit about primers. There are two primers that I can say without a doubt that I've picked up without even thinking twice about it. The first one is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. You guys know this is a favorite of mine. This is the second big tube of this that I have purchased, and I'm working my way up slowly but surely, but it's getting there. I did use this today because it's just that great. It gives you like that sticky, tacky base to apply your makeup on, and it just looks so nice and flawless underneath. So that is a holy grail primer for me, and if you don't want to splurge on this one, you can definitely get the e.l.f. one, the Jelly Pop primer, or Jelly Pop Dew, something like that. Don't quote me, but it's very, very similar to what I'm saying. You guys know I used it before here on my channel as well. The only reason why I didn't incorporate that into my favorites video today is just because they're the same thing, but I really do prefer this one. This one's just a little bit more stickier. Also for primers, I picked up the NARS Radiance Primer. I don't know why I didn't think to pick this up before, but this is so amazing, especially if you want like that nice dewy type of look, but you want it to be like natural and you want to look glowy, but not like oily or over glowy. Like, this is your product, girl. And if you have trouble with remembering to put on SPF, this is also your product. If you like radiance and you like to put on SPF, but you know you sometimes forget, I say get this product because it has 2-in-1. So if you're using this every single day, then you know you're covered without a doubt, because it does have SPF 35 in it, and anything over SPF 30 is great to use. So love, 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 love that primer. It just, the glow, I'm all here for it, okay? This next product is an oldie but a goodie, but when I tell you guys I fell in love after filming the last video you guys saw with my old favorites, I was just like, I need to put this in my everyday makeup bag. And it's the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have two different ones. I have medium, which is this one that I don't really use that much of, but I use a ton of the light medium just because it fits me a little bit better. In the summer months when I'm really, really tan, this would be perfect. But since I'm not really that tan, or tan at all for that matter anymore, and summer is pretty much gone, this is my jam. So I do like to use this. Sometimes I will mix it in with a secondary powder, like just dip my sponge in this one, then dip it in the other one, and then put it on. But even by itself, the coverage on it is phenomenal. Like, it really gives you some extra coverage, so it's not like a translucent powder that you're not going to see. It gives an extra coverage, but it also has that semi-blurring effect and really just makes your makeup look flawless. So that is an oldie, but a goodie again. And it probably will remain a goodie for quite some time. As far as cream contour goes, you guys know I've been so obsessed with the Wet n Wild cream contour stick. It's pretty much been like the staple for me for a long time. And then I went to Sephora and I picked up the Huda Beauty Tantour, and I picked mine up in Fair. But this right here has been kind of a game changer in a way for me, just because it allowed me to step out of my comfort zone when it comes to cream contours, but not intentionally, because I really thought this was going to be a little bit darker than it was. But it's not too dark. I could go maybe one darker, but I feel like I can get away with using this, which is why I've been using it so consistently. It blends out so nicely, so effortlessly. To me, it doesn't matter how much of this product I put on my skin. Once I blend it out, it's gonna blend out like a dream, and I have been just loving using this. So I go between this one and the Wet n Wild. I still use that one, but I try to incorporate this one a little bit more as well. Now, before we get into the lippies that I have for today, I want to talk about two different palettes. The first one is the Chocolates by Juvia's Place. I know this has been out for a minute, but I recently picked this up, and when I used it for the first time, I was just so in love with it. I still am, honestly. I did use 2 shades out of this palette for my eyeshadow today, but I think it just has the right depth of darkness in the browns. Like, I just really love them, and I feel like it's hard to find a palette with such good quality brown shades in it, and this one definitely provides that for me. So I have been so obsessed with this, because I've also been obsessed with just like neutral tone palettes, and you know, like oranges and browns and tans and oranges, but not really too much of color. So this palette will definitely serve me well this coming fall, because hello, it screams fall vibes. And the shimmer shades in this palette are amazing as well. Like, I would just swatch both of them for you so you guys can kind of see, like, if my camera would focus. Hold on. Like, hello somebody. These are so gorgeous, and I just love them. Like, just look at that. How can you not? How can you not? So I've been using that palette a ton. I also want to talk real briefly about the Fenty Beauty Snap Shadows. I did see she released 2 other ones, which I really want to get my hands on the green one. But these are such good quality. They're small enough and compact enough to travel with. And I just love the pigmentation of the shadows, how nicely they blend. They work and mix and match very well with each other, whether it's from one palette to the next, or the shadows within the palette itself. So this is a real good product, and I think it's a very clever idea as well, just to have them snap together on the back. I think that was so clever, because you can just bring 2 at a time with you when you travel, and of course it has a mirror, which is awesome. So I love this palette. I love both of them, honestly, and I've created many looks with them as well. So finally, let's talk about some lip products. Your girl has been going crazy shopping for lip products. I don't know what's gotten into me, but I've been all about the lips. Forget anything else. So the first product is from NARS. This is their lip oil in Orgasm. So it's part of their Orgasm line. And it's the oil, not the gloss. And I really do love this. It's nice and glossy, but sheer at the same time, with a tint of pink. So just know that you are gonna have a little bit of pink on your lips. If you don't want that, if you just want a clear, plain old gloss, this gloss is not it, but I really do love it. It's great on its own, but it's also really good as a lipstick topper if you wanted to use it for that. But I just find that it's so comfortable. It's not sticky, it's not uncomfortable, it's just amazing. Okay, while we're on the topic of glosses, let's talk about the Fenty Gloss Bombs. So I have 3 here, and out of the 3, I mostly use these 2. I don't really use Diamond Milk as much, but the formula is pretty much the same as the rest. Now these are also not sticky. They're very comfortable, very glossy, and if you just love you a popping gloss, you need to get your hands on these if you haven't already. Now this one is the newest of the collection, and I only have my twin sister to thank for that, because when she came up here recently, I was like, girl, what gloss is that? And then she told me, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need to get that one. Now, of course, there are more affordable options like the Essence one that I love so much. But these are very, very worth the money in my opinion. So I don't mind spending it for these glosses. But again, if you want something a little bit more affordable, I would say go for the Essence Shine 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 lip gloss, because that one gives the same exact vibe. So the rest of the lip products that I want to share with you guys are Fenty Beauty, and basically what I'm trying to say is that Fenty Beauty has a great range of lipsticks, lip glosses, and gloss bombs. They're just really phenomenal and very, very good quality in my personal opinion. So that's why I wanted to kind of incorporate them in my favorites video today. So the first product I have is their Slip Shine, which is probably one of their newest launches as far as lipsticks go. Now these are not full on pigment. They have like a little bit of pigment, so they're supposed to be a little sheer in a sense. This one is called Make Outbreak, which you guys have seen me use a ton here on my channel, and I really do love this color. It's just very, very my lips but better. And again, it gives me a little bit of gloss but a little bit of lipstick, you know. It's like a 2-in-1 if you want to think of it that way. So I will be picking up more colors in this specific like line of hers, but that one by far has been very, very good to me, and I really do love it. Also, I have a ton of her lipsticks. Okay, where do I begin? I have so many. So these are ones that I've pretty much had in my collection. So I have like some pinky ones. I have one that's more like nude orange, and then a real vampy dark one at the bottom there. But I also went and picked up 3 more because your girl just could not resist the temptation. And I love the fact that she does like those outrageous funky colors, but it just would be the perfect pop of color on your lips, like just to have your eyeshadow be very basic and just a really nice bold lip. That's what these ones are good for. I picked up the shade Midnight Wasabi, which is like a green. I love like army green is what I call it. I just really think it complements my skin tone very, very nicely. And so this is that one. So I have not used this one yet, but all of the formula overall, I should say, is the same for all of these lipsticks. Then I also picked up I Quit, which is a very, it's more like neutral toned, I guess, but it's a brown, but it's like a wearable brown. It's not too dark, but it's not too light. So that's this one right here. And then the final lipstick that I picked up from her line recently was Turks and Caicos, which I think is like a really pretty color. It's very bold and very different to wear. And I know these have been around for a while, but I just, you know, got the courage to pick these up. So this right here is gonna look really, really good. So I'm looking forward to Turks and Caicos as well as Midnight Wasabi. Those two, look out for a tutorial because your girl is gonna be sporting those for sure, especially over on my Instagram. But yeah, I just really, really love the formula of her lipsticks, and I don't hesitate when it goes, or when it comes to like putting them on. I've had other lipsticks in my drawer for a long time, and it's just like, should I do it? Should I not? But it's just something about the shade range within this line of hers that just gives me the courage to just want to put on a bold lip. Like, I don't know who I am. Alright you guys, so that concludes today's video. Those are all the products that I've been loving at the moment and just kind of been obsessed with, and kind of got in this, you know, little wheel that just keeps spinning round and round using the same old good products. But they have been so good to me and I love them so much. If you guys love this video just as much as I enjoyed sharing this with you all, definitely let me know by giving the video a big old thumbs up. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are continuing to stay safe, taking the right precautions when going outside, and I will catch you guys in the next upload.